Welcome students. In the lecture Necessity of Watershed Management is a part of course Watershed Management of MMSC Second Geography of Savitribai Phule Pune University Pune. I Dr. D.N. Pawar, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Geography of KSKW College Sidco Nasik, welcome you all in the video lecture of Necessity of Watershed Management. Students, we had discussed about definition of watershed, concept of watershed, watershed management, and in the previous lecture we were discussed about the major concept of principles of watershed management. Now, with this continuation, we'll discuss the concept of necessity of watershed management under the first unit of concept of watershed management. Look at this slide. I have posted 4 points. First, increasing population. What is the necessity of watershed management? So, student will give the answer to prepare or to conserve land, water and biome resources. Yes, it is true. But while we consider the major aim of watershed management or any problem which is related to geoenvironment, it is due to population, overpopulation, increasing population. Continuous increasing population creating pressure on different natural resources, and increasing population required different needs, food and another needs. To provide all these basic needs, the pressure on different resources increases, and therefore the watershed management is essential, because land is fixed resource and population increasing day by day. If we consider land-man ratio of country like India, it is reducing very fastly. Land are finite and fixed resources, we cannot increase, but we can develop a land which is fallow, barren, and we can increase the productivity of that land on the basis of watershed management policy or its implementation. And finally, sustainable management of land, water and forest resources is the necessity of watershed management. So we'll discuss one by one. First, land resources or soil resources is first component of watershed management. So land resources includes to control soil erosion, because soil erosion is very severe problem in several areas, especially in hilly tract of Western Maharashtra, Northeast India, or in fallow land area. Severe soil loss or soil erosion is very severe problem. And to control this soil erosion, the watershed management is necessary. Wasteland management. Wasteland management or wasteland category included several types, but to manage this land and to reclaim this land for the land use planning is one of the objective of watershed management, and therefore watershed management is necessary. Land productive evaluation. So evaluation of land productivity, its mapping is essential for land resource evaluation. Once the land productivity calculated, on the basis of these land productivity classes, we can prepare a land use plan. Then soil plan, crop inventory and site suitability. Nowadays, on the basis of requirement of plant, soil resources can be evaluated, and on the basis of available soil resources, plant should be implemented or plant should be used for the cropping pattern. Therefore, soil plant crop inventory is one of the part of watershed management, and it shows the site suitability or its mapping. For example, if we consider onion, that time site suitability area for onion on the basis of physical, chemical and hydrological properties of soil should be prepared, and it should be implemented through a farmer's education is also part of watershed management, and therefore watershed management is necessary. To prepare land capability and land suitability, classification and mapping of watershed. So land capability gives you the potential capacity of land, and land suitability gives you the suitability land for different crops, different uses. Its mapping and its statistical area, calculation of coverage is a part of watershed management, and therefore watershed management is essential. Soil properties assessment. It includes hydrological properties of soil, physical properties of soil and chemical properties of soil, and therefore watershed management is essential. And in this component, soil or land resource management, the sustainable agriculture practices. Sustainable agriculture is also the necessity of watershed management. And for all these soil and land resource management techniques and need, the watershed management is essential or necessary. The second component included, that is second component, watershed resource management, rainwater harvesting to reduce surface runoff, to conserve water resources, to develop a water resource conservation plan, to increase groundwater level, to increase or to maintain the water budget, then drought prone area management plan, flood prone area management plan. All this aspect is a part of watershed management, and through this watershed management we can reduce the severity of geoenvironmental problem like drought, flood, then scarcity of water, imbalance of watershed management, severe surface runoff, etc. The third component of watershed management is forest resources. Forest is essential for the geoenvironmental ecosystem. An area under forest is required for the proper ecology of that watershed. And for this, afforestation program should be taken into consideration. Agroforestry development is essential. Horticulture plan is also one of the good method for management of forest resources. Then to maintain the hydrological cycle, the plant and area under watershed, area under forest in the particular watershed is essential. And to reduce surface runoff and protect the soil, for this again forest resources is useful, and therefore to consider all these objective of watershed management, forest resource management of watershed, the watershed management is essential. Friends, we have discussed three different components and three sub-points under the necessity of watershed management. And all these 3 points is correlated to each other. Once we conserve the soil or land resources or to reduce the soil erosion, we will ultimately reduce the surface runoff and will develop a forest or plant in that particular area. So all these 3 aspects is interrelated, interdisciplinary, and therefore for the integrated development, socio-economical development, to reduce geo-environmental problem, to increase the economy of local community people, to solve various natural resource management plan or technique, to implement conservation policy, the watershed management is essential. Thank you.